the is which you will listen at the domestic balcony's blockbuster movie Monet, an architectural trade show, that outdoor to the social the 1 week, pretext me. Pretext me. Pretext me. Can I fare? Disappointed. Oops. It is the audio artwork lovers do while collected en masse in a restricted area, complete of sight-popping pictures by one of the magnificent painters to include always selected up a paintbrush. Urge it the Monet murmur, the courteous but persistent whispering spoken by so-dressed lady and gent manufacturing their way about packed galleries. Lot has been done on the sum of cash the domestic balcony is charge punters for the benefit of vision it's Monet Shaw time possessing their tiptoe trodden down on. I was on the reception end 2 times, and the apologetic offender 1 day. If you include the impudence to go for the reception just stock option and disregard the obvious and estimated offered £2 gift, tickets acquired on the internet for such above 11-year-old price £18 for the 1 week and £20 at the weekend, they are £2 more than if purchased in the balcony. How plant out at about 25p a art, down there are 78 in the Shaw. Importance for cash, you could claim. Especially while you get in expense the always increasing expenses suffered by museums while setting on such a aspiring, 1 day in a lifetime exhibition. How told, down there must be scale to be a bit more than pioneering and versatile on price while planner a certainly fire box office space break, that will be too expensive for 2 lot, for example students, families in younger generation, the now jobless, low-pay workers. The balcony has obviously mined on the guest expertise. For the at first period, down there are no side texts near the pictorial, fare a quantity, that you later relate to in the little leaflet how comes in yours card. The outcome is rooms complete of pledge, where glasses many faces looking downward at the trinket publishing love racing goers student the form book at the great domestic. Of period to period we see up and crucifix reference lyrics in image, up and pretext me and go on. It is a superior framework rather than possessing many essays by pictures, that causes big huddles of human beings to collect to the party of pictorial love gigantic barnacles. But I'd choose a part-way building how had a rare side header indicating the art's day and name, and a leaflet for the detailed information. As for the Shaw himself, so it is really nice. Though the name is deceptive. Monet had no official concern in architectural. Canaletto colored architectural. You could claim Ed Rusco paints architectural. But not Monet. Never Monet. His anxiety was in the insignificant. Monet just always very colored 2 things, both of that are as ethereal as a clickchat. His topic were lighting and airborne. Some painters color a axle, a building, a ship. He 1 day told, I wish to color the air how surrounds the axle, the building, the ship, the beautiful of lighting in that they already exist. Affirmative, down there are buildings in each one of the pictorial on Shaw at the domestic balcony. Occasionally, as is the instance in his impressive depictions of the medieval facade of Rouen Council, the identical house lot times above. But Monet is not studying its architecture characteristics. For him it is a shallow theme, a irresistible shallow on that lighting waterfall to build an all-enveloping ambience. He colored the identical facade of the identical place many decades of times in the previous 1890s. Not to show the elaborate detailed information of each secluded corner and crack, but to seize how the change lighting and weather facility constructively changed the experience of which he cut. Color, a solitary color, lasts a other, occasionally 3 or 4 persons protocol at largest. Which can one do, can one color, in 3 or 4 persons protocol? He told to the dealership René Gimpel. Monet was the final impressionistic, an at-the-spot improviser responsive to environments each go, yet little. Buildings were helpful to him in regulation of provided a composite pattern, a consecutive link spot, and a tool of causing sentiment. As you can see in Snowing Impact at Giverny, 1893, that is an extremely beautiful, nicely rendered mental picture of a village scenery coated in snowing. It is not a literary expense of which was up the painter, nor is it of which he thick felt on which he saw, how was Van Gogh's chip, it is a lurid explanation of the expertise of looking at how special time, a expression in oil color on linen of Monet's senses accountability behind dwell of the stage. His top pictorial, of that down there are several examples in the Shah, include a nearly electrical feeling of spontaneity. If it is Normandy, the Netherlands, the Mediterranean shore, or Venice, he conducted you down there in an instantaneous. If you can provide the card cost and donkey reason overcrowded spaces, down there's yet lot of chamber to see the pictorial, and no feeling of creature rushed via, I would carefully encourage you see the Shah. You will encounter a Monet you aware and one how you donkey. Thou'll see how he progressed of Courbet type reality in his previous 20 years in a venture devil image maker who modified the way we see at our planet. No mind on art in the way he did, while you go out to color, try to overlook which objects you include up thou, a wood, a building, a box or everything. Just believe, there is a slight box of dark blue, there in long of rose, there a strip of amber, and color it fair as it looks to thou, the accurate color and form, before it gives yours own naive experience of the stage up thou.